Alright, so for my topic, I chose gaming. Now, when I first read the article presentation rubric, I instantly knew I was probably going to do it on some form of gaming. Now, the reason why is because I played games since I was little. Um, I knew that I was going to probably do a draft and make a thesis on the positive benefits of video gaming. I was going to probably focus on the intellectual benefits of video games. So I made my thesis, the intellectual benefits of video games in small moderation. Now, as I was searching through the science database, I didn't really narrow it down too much. I searched video games slash positive effects, like, or not slash, but just video games positive and positive effects. So it was a very general search, but I found one article that really had all the points I needed. It had a lot of positive effects, but it also had a lot of negative effects. And so one of the thing is most of the negative effects, like correlated to video game addiction. So I would probably have to find another article that correlates the amount of times you're playing video games per week to video game correlation, and then basically say, hey, the more you're playing video games, the more likely you're going to have video game addiction, so that's why it's good to play video games in moderation, hence the moderation in my thesis. Now, I did change my thesis a little bit. I also included the social benefits, and I also include hand-eye coordination. Other than that, the article's pretty good. I do have one problem. It is like a 2012 article, which makes it a little bit older. 2 years from now, probably wouldn't use it because then it'll be past the 10-year mark. But right now, it's okay. The appeals used in the article were really well. It had a lot of logos and a lot of ethos. It also had a little bit of Kratos. Now, the Kratos doesn't apply as much today, but it applied more when it was published, because when it was published, just recently there was a shooting, and a school shooting involving video games, and so it kind of had a little bit of credibility, kind of saying, hey, this is the negative, but this negative is because of this. So it kind of had a little bit more pull back then. It still has pull now, but it's a little bit less. The logos was pretty good. It had a lot of dates and charts, data charts, and it also had a lot of experimental data. The logos and the ethos was really well, because the people who were talking, who were saying their opinion, had PhDs in several fields of psychology, and so you kind of have a little bit more trust with them than say a newspaper reporter. So other than that, it was a pretty good source, and I think that's it.